Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh, man gon' lie.
Today, from Joe. It's week 3 of the NFL. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the New England Patriots versus Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two core. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I love today's NFL because it is high-flying, big-time action, some risk involved. But how about him eliminating all that last week? 3 touchdown passes, incredible yardage.
Yeah, almost 400.
Big-time game.
Elliott a first down and more. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
on first down. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown.
Carr's pass.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50.
On second down now. It's Elliott, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. He was, without a doubt, one of the catalysts in that victory.
And he can really be the glue that makes this offense go, because when defenders have to commit to stopping him, that just opens up more opportunities in the passing game.
From the 38, Carr. Short little throw to Ebron.
Carr's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Ebron's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd.
Now Carr.
At the Patriots' 13-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Patrick Owasor. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 3, Patriots nothing.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville, it's Lamar Jackson.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Makes it 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity, that's our bread and butter, that's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turn into a heck of a DB, though, partner. A 1st down carry by Elliott. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
Here's Elliott. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Ebron caught left side. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Raiders.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz. That's good for a Patriot.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Jackson on first down. A slant to Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Patriots, first down.
On the run is Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he's got his man in play. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
Now a play fake here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
Carr's pass.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 10 carry now for Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Reddick in on the tackle.
try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
From midfield, here's Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Carr. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Carr. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Eric Ebron. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Patriots, nothing. Chris Boswell set.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. It's Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
now Elliott.
34 yards.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Carr. And he connects with Ebron. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down. Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on third down for the Pats. And even 50 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From a yard out. And the Patriots get a score closer. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life. It's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Michael Dixon.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Carr now on 1st down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
For 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take
that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
Elliott, the ball carrier, brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
27. Patriots 7.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now the second down throw on target.
Jackson.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Jackson. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here's Jackson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on second down, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Well set to kick off.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Call it a gain of 5, and it's a second down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. The left side completion to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Jackson on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Throwing again. Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I
don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Carr, short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
9 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
On first down, Carr, quick slant to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Carr completes it, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
He was brought down by Von Bell.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down by Von Bell. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The give is to Elliott.
20-yard line.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that stretches the lead to 27. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. With it on the return is Logan. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
45-yard line.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Jackson.
3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun. Jackson. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Out of bounds just short of midfield.
Operating from the gun. Jackson looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down. Carr now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
And the Raiders.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Carr again. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Draw play, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. From the gun, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Carr's pass.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st down, it's Elliott, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott.
Now, that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
Carr's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Gain of 4 yards.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and
it looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so
yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Our 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Jackson will throw again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Allen Robinson.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. To throw again is Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Number 21.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A pickup of 2.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he'll bang that one through. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take...
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. get it. Never enough, I'm with it. 5-2-3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheel still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the mid. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Isaiah Rodgers.
First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, Carr. Ebron with it over the middle.
Carr's pass.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A A gain of 5.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
The tackle made
A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
He was brought down by
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 20.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
operating from the gun. Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 18 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Chubb, the ball carrier. The stop made by Gerald McCoy.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. To throw, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Rivers pass intended for Dallas Goedert. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Tackled back at the 30.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr runs through the contact, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Ezekiel Elliott.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And a 3 and out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was brought down by Levante Davis. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Rivers. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Malik Harrison. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Here's Carr to throw. That ball's caught at the right side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Carr. Ebron's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
first and 10. Here's Carr. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to Eric.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bills' 22-yard line.
From the gun, Carr. And this is Carr. They'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They go play action. Rivers. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. Bills nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Vita Vea on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
41-yard line.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
And they'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete.
Rivers pass.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And to throw is Rivers. That's out to his running back, Fournette. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
First down, Bills.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Raiders 10, Bills 3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and
from the gun, Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only got to the 34. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. 10th carry now for Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison.
Throwing now is Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
It's a gain of 4.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Carr. Throws right inside, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
At the Bills' 23-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Again, it's Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Line of scrimmage, again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Nelson Aguilar. His 4th touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Levante David in on the tackle.
1-yard gain.
They run. Chubb.
At the 24-yard line.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 8 yards.
Here's Rivers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hand.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33.
And here's the 7th leading rusher in the NFL last year. It's Leonard Fournette.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
22 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Rivers. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Anthony Ferkser, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Derek Wolfe able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Elliott. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here's Jack Fox now.
Standing right on his own 5-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third down.
He was covered by Trey Wayne.
Now Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr, man open left side is Brown. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at the half, they are down to the visiting New York Giants. The Giants looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. Kyler Murray, excellent in the victory as his guys moved to 3-1 after 4 games. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down.
It's 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Rivers on 1st down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Rivers. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
8 yards.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And that is Allen still down following the play. Appears to be shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Play fake. Rivers. And his throw here is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Okay, going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take? to get back on track.
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers, his short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Emerson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
The Bills' 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rivers. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal.
Now second and goal.
Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Working out of the gun, Rivers looking for the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The kick is good. Makes the score Raiders 17, Bills 13.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
I mean, people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Carr's pass.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Throwing his Carr on third down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it's third down.
On third down, Rivers. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers will find Lamb. That's complete.
Rivers pass.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now Brown shreds him with a stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. Short little throw to Ebron. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Carr. They take him down. The Bills get to him. Caleb Chason brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll throw right away. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 25.
Now Carr. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Carr's pass.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this returnable for Rager. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up.
And the Raiders have got him. Well, after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers, that's out to Chubb, complete. Rivers, no gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
It's now
operating from the gun. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, Carr, left side here to Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown.
complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Carr. It's complete, left side to Aguilar. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Elliott. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackman.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 12. A minute 50 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Rivers on 1st down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Boswell for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
And here come the Bills. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
Rivers pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on second down. Rivers is going to have the hook up to Gage.
Rivers pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and the Bills will move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. You have an injury from the last game. See how long they'll be out.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place.
And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard. When I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bins up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young.
Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. Shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a four and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
Work the middle, 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 work the.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them looking back from round me. My what the deal is. Really, I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Oh, overflowing with the sauce. I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. For you knew what happened. Ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Caught up. It's down there. Caught up. It's down there. Whoa. I'm caught up. It's down there. 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 Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze spaceship
dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ayy, turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's going to be brought down short of the first 1-yard line. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 7th season in the NFL, it's Derek Carr.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shouter.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This will be taken at the 10. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for gone. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the...
Went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Ebron caught left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Aguilar has it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and
from midfield. Here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Shotgun now for Carr. Man open left side is Brown.
Carr.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Carr's pass.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Goff. He'll get this to Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Goff now looks to throw. Slant to Adams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Elliott, the ball carrier. Alex Anzalone on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
First down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Carr completes it, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Carr, and he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He gets 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit his...
And the Raiders have got him. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Goff. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's across midfield with a 48-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And 4 yards to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. In his own end zone, it's Carr. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Carr's pass.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
Now Carr.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another big gainer, 2 and 6 for 32. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On 1st down, it's Elliott. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ezekiel Elliott. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They start on the ground with Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The ball carrier. Tackled at the 20.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And now this offense gets ready to take over the football. 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The end result, 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards.
A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Vegas, 1st down.
Carr now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw.